as soon as we're off this gig here, man.
Well, we own this gig. We gigging. Giggity gig. I gotta find us on Facebook for our gig because we're gigging. Let me see.
Angela's already dancing. We
I know.
don't have the music yet.
Angela's already dancing. We don't even have the
I
music.
dance all the time. I'm trying to like get myself.
She's excited.
I still don't have my fancy camera fixed.
Oh, yeah.
But it just overheated and burned out.
It actually fell over while it was plugged in, and so the plug-in to UBC.
It was probably the weight of the ice pack that caused its demise, or because like ice is made of water and electronics don't like water. Maybe that had something to do with it. I'm just a bookkeeper. I don't know how all these things
Or
work.
maybe it was just sleepy.
Oh, see, we already got some people. Here's Jeremy, and he's tagging
Jeremy's in the house.
because I said on my show, I said if you didn't win, chime in with us on Dan's show.
Yeah, here we go. We got tickets to give away. We got to do a radio show.
Okay.
Jai hit me. We got to start the radio show. We're already doing a radio show. I just haven't started recording it. Jai, you want to hit us with some play-in tunes? Jeremy's ready. Jeremy's ready to go for a little home service happy hour right here on Turf's Up Radio. What's happening, business nerds? Happy Wednesday afternoon. I saw Angela's got a Corona with a lime in it. That's because it must be pretty nice out over there. Nobody drinks a Corona with a lime when it's cloudy out. It must be pretty nice out.
It's cloudy and raining, but it's what I had in my fridge.
Well, and I mean, sometimes you just got to fight fire with fire. I'm like coming out of yesterday I had like a sore throat rocking, and then like last night it turned into like a cold, and then this morning like all the congested stuff. But I started doing 30 extra schmedium. This week is like I got 10 pounds of ice fishing weight to let loose of, and so I kicked into 30 extra schmedium, which means like the only way for me to earn drinks is to work out. So I didn't miss the workout yet. I've got my 3 workouts in for this week, but I just have what is it? Liquid IV, I think, like a packet full of powder stuff. I just got that and water today. I'm having a beer free. I gotta save it for tonight. I accrued my drinks. Let's save them for the late night show.
Bookkeeping everything, man.
And I only had 1 drink yesterday. Actually, Angela, you'd be thrilled to know this. I had a hot toddy last night before I went to bed because I was like, I feel like shit here. And our boy Rob Anderson, when he was here ice fishing, he left some bourbon with me. So I was like, I'm throwing down a hot toddy to put myself to sleep. Still felt like shit this morning, but at least I got to have a drink last night. So I got that going for me.
There you go.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sean Day's in the house. Angela Schroeder's in the house. We're going to be giving stuff away. And in order to win, you got to type cool stuff in like Jeremy did here. You take Damon Moore. Damon, jump on in here. I want to hear from you. I got generic Facebook user saying happy Wednesday, all. There's like a few people that could be. There's a few people that could be. Oh, it's Doug Brown. It's Doug. Doug's in the house.
The loyal Doug Brown.
Here's the thing, you guys. One of the ways in which, and you guys who are on right now are going to get a head start at this. I'm going to bring this up again later, and people are going to be like, why the hell are they putting that in there? We have a couple sales boost tickets to give away today. And I am going to decide the first one. I don't know how we're going to decide the second one. Maybe it'll be such a tie for first that we'll end up giving the second one away to the same mechanism. But what I want to see from you guys, and again, if you're already watching, you're going to have a head start versus anybody that jumps in later. I'm looking for the sequence of emojis that makes me laugh the most. Whoever can drum up the best sequence of emojis, and you have unlimited. I mean, don't go too bonkers here. Don't drop like 100 emoji sequences. Try to keep it in the single dig maybe. But I want to see the most hilarious stream of emojis. And it's just going to be the one that I think is the best. I don't know. I don't have a scoring system for this. Maybe Angela and Sean will weigh in. I have no system, no process. Like most entrepreneurs, I have no systems or processes for this. Just diving in. I want the best sequence of emojis.
We'll see how many sequences of emojis you get. All of you that are on, tag some people. We need a big group on, and maybe all three of us will pick a winner of our best series of emojis. Maybe we'll give away.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea. There are three of us on here. We could all pick a winner. I'm excited for various emoji sequences. Doug's probably out driving. Doug, if you're out driving, pull your car over. Emojis are small. Sometimes they're hard to hit. So don't be like texting and driving, bro. You'll end up like your wife running into a deer probably. Trevor Steele in the house. Trevor just missed the first announcement, so he's not even going to know how to win a free ticket until he starts seeing what everybody else is putting in. So if you're in that first like 7 or 8 that tuned in and you know what to do to get a free ticket, like you just got that head start. Jeremy tagging people. Thanks, Jeremy.
I'm gonna give you a heads up. To win with Dan, it should probably have some beer in one of them.
Beer would help.
Fish
are good. Beer's good. You just be creative with your emojiing. Send it full send. One thing that I'm like embarrassed about how much I like them, but damn, I like a good GIF. I just love a good GIF, and I don't know. Like, I wish you could put a GIF. Like in the comments you can put a GIF, but I don't think I can see them in this stream. But otherwise I'd have like a total GIF off. Does that be like a riff off, but it's a GIF off?
And I am jealous. Some people are so good at them. I don't send them a lot. I just partake enjoying them.
Mm-hmm.
But some people have a comeback and a comment for everything with one.
It's dependent on your GIF exposure. But also, like, there's another level of like somebody's creating all these GIFs. I have never once created a GIF, but I think that's like the next echelon when you see a funny picture or a funny like short video and you can turn it into a meme or a GIF or whatever. Like, I think that's just another level. I think that's
so that's my brother when you eventually meet him, and you guys are so much alike, but he makes memes all the time. Like every funny situation that happens, he makes a meme about it, but it's all inappropriate. So he doesn't want to harm his reputation and put it on the internet. But you get him in private chat and they're so inappropriate and so funny.
That's perfect. Getting better. That's a true accountant. Like, yeah, well, I don't act professional at all, but a lot of accountants act professional. But then, like, behind the scenes, like, we're not just all numbers nerds, We got a few people checking in. What's up, Dallas Roach? What's up, Patrick Wigington? Thanks for checking in. They're posting sales boosts because they think that's how they're going to win a ticket. I'll say it one more time for the people that jumped in here. We got a couple 2-tree tickets to give away here. And we'll be giving them away kind of throughout the show today. We got an hour. Well, we got 50 minutes left. The first one that we're going to give away is going to get given away to the best emoji sequence dropped in the comment section here. And I'm gonna be like kind of watching it and probably giggling as they come in. Go ahead and drop 5 of them. Go ahead and drop 10 of them. Which is like, there's no scoring system. It's literally going to be which one's the most awesomest cool emoji sequence.
So you get as many chances as you want.
Yeah,
right?
Free reps.
Oh yeah.
Free reps. I do have, in addition to trying to give away some sales boost tickets, I want to cover some Cruitin stuff here. We got Sean in the house, we got Angela in the house, and there's a segment that goes along with this, and it's a segment that I had this epiphany on today. And I do this a lot. Like, I think this is like a podcast hosting thing too, where we try to take situations and compare them to other situations. It's like a storytelling sequence type of thing. And so, and because this is a radio show, I feel like I should have segments. Like I always think about like, oh, maybe there should be like a current event segment or like the stupidest thing I saw on the internet segment. The segment that covers the thing that I want to talk about with Cruitin here. And then there's one other realization that I had today, but I'm going to call this the plot epiphany segment. I know it's an epiphany, but that doesn't have alliteration. And I always think the word epiphany is just like, why did they even start it with a vowel? Could just been epiphany. Could have been epiphany instead of an epiphany. Like just drop the vowel and just call it epiphany. Epiphany.
Absolutely.
That's one of my epiphanies. Just saying. Like, why have the hard vowel at the start of it? I have two of them today. One of them is that my two people that I get people from are both here on this show.
Oh,
I get my bookkeepers from Angela. I get my account managers here. Sean's hiring me an account manager right now.
look at those emojis. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Damn, Facebook user. That's Dallas Roach just going hard on the emojis.
Downtown Dallas.
Jeremy Messer's got the cow and the shit. I like that. That's
Woo.
good. I do like that poop emoji. I mean, if you can, like, that poop emoji is a fan favorite. But my plot epiphany, in addition to just that we don't need the E at the start of the word epiphany, it can just be epiphany and then it's epiphany. But I had this realization of like, damn, I'm really fortunate that the two people that I like get to talk to on the show a lot are the people who I get my people from. And I had multiple conversations today, some on like bookkeeping demos, some on CFO calls today. And every time it just goes back to our people. The most recent one was a client of mine, and he's working through the scaling process, and he's asking like what to invest in. And the answer doesn't change. I mean, at least not until you're doing millions and millions and millions of dollars. But if you're trying to grow your business, infrastructure ain't going to grow it. Equipment, tools, trucks ain't going to grow it. It's capacity and demand. It's marketing and it's recruiting. It doesn't matter what, like, if you have good employees, your equipment can suck and they will still do a great job, right? Just like you could probably clean something really well with shitty equipment. Yeah, great equipment helps, and there's probably some employee engagement that comes along with it. But that was just like a realization I had, is I have like the two experts in my world of how we find people. And it's no accident that my team right now is just freaking lights out. It's like, holy shit, when you have a good team, life is so much fun. Your business is so much fun. And when you don't, you kind of hate your business, and kind of is very gently putting it. Like, we've all been there where we just hated our business, and it always goes back to we don't love the people that we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that, like, as small business owners, we put up with that a lot of times, and we are the ones that control it, but we get overwhelmed with trying to hire. And so thank God for you guys that everybody watching, including myself, gets access to you guys.
I need an emoji blush right now. What's an emoji blush? You're making
Yeah,
it blush.
hit it, Sean. Hit it, Sean. I like Patrick's. He's got the 5-bagger shit emoji.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Just going all in on it. Again, for those tuning in, we got some Sales Boost live tickets to give away. And the first winner, we'll kind of do like one per segment here, if you will, because I got to drop a couple commercial breaks in. The first winner is going to be Dallas Roach. Just send more of it. The first winner is just going to be the person with the best sequence of emojis. Just emoji the hell out of this feed. I just want to see the best sequence of emojis. That's how.
And you can have it clarified. You can have as many chances as you want, as Dallas and Jeremy have proved.
Now, here's the thing I'm not sure on, because I know we got a handful of people on the Facebook feed, but we got another handful of people on the YouTube feed. I don't know on YouTube how the emojis come into play. If you can drop emojis into your comments on YouTube, maybe you can. If you're out there watching on YouTube, drop some in. We'll see how it flows. If you're out there on YouTube and it's not working, then jump onto Facebook and grab us on the Home Service Happy Hour stream, or the Higher Lead Chill stream, or Dan Plata stream, or share it to whatever stream you want to be on, and then go watch it on that stream. So anyway, I had this plot epiphany, and I got one other plot epiphany I want to talk about too. But I had this plot epiphany of just by far the most important thing in our business is having good employees. And yet, and then here we sit with like two people that can help us immensely to have good employees. More and more and more, I see, and Angela, this is a kick over to you, and I'm just curious what you see, but I just see like it's just accustomed that VAs are acceptable. It's okay that the person answering the phone is in a different country, and the capability set is so much more than we thought it was. And I just see, like, I think that used to be the minority of people that realize that, and now it feels like it has fully tipped to the majority of people realize that. Are you seeing that same thing, that it's just become so much more culturally acceptable to use a VA that's in a different country?
Yes and no. There's still an education factor. I think it is more culturally accept. Like people are getting, let's use someone in another country, getting the concept of VA. But a lot of people have a misconception that they aren't as skilled as they are. That like even you were shocked. They're like, man, they are good at bookkeeping.
Okay, now I'm embarrassed because they're better than me. So that was a hard realization. Okay, moving on.
So they are professionals. Not just, a lot of people think, oh, it's an assistant. A lot because of the terms we use, virtual assistant. So they think it's going to be somebody that's just an assistant, that's a data entry, not a professional that can be rocking it in your business and owning a lot of things, doing project management, running a lot of things in your office. Great at client service. They might have a little bit of an accent answering the phone, but really have great customer service skills, can walk people through estimates, all the things. So I think people are learning all this, all that a virtual team member can do and how professional and skilled they are.
Yeah, I find myself advising often. It just seems like, especially for smaller operators, their first inkling is to try to hire a technician and get themselves off the truck. And so often I watch them struggle when they do that, because they give up the highest paying job in their company for the lowest paying job in their company. Mm-hmm. And they choose to pay somebody else to be the lead tech, that's the highest paying job in your company until you're doing like 500,000 plus. So they race to get off the truck, and then they go, oh shit, I don't have any money. And I'm like, man, an admin would free you up so much to like grow your business and keep more money in your pocket so you can invest in it. We got this Jared Chanowski guy checking in. Who knows? Where's this guy? Where's this guy coming in from?
What's up?
I'm surprised he isn't just smashing this feed with emojis. Thought this guy.
I got Ryan Fox here.
Ryan Fox.
Hey, Ryan Fox.
Ryan Fox. That guy can't win a ticket. He's disqualified. His fingers are probably too big to hit little emojis anyway. He's got big bear paws. Where are you guys at? What are you drinking? What are you doing?
We got the IPA. We're at the Denver airport getting ready to get on the plane.
That's a good idea. IPA is a good drink to have.
It sits heavy. The only part is it's a 3-hour flight. I got a window seat. And last time, the guy in the aisle, he wouldn't get up. Like, you had to walk over him. It was very awkward.
That's where you literally you stand up and you step in between his legs on his seat to get over him, and I think that's a power play. That's a power.
No, because even when I got back, like, it was definitely belly to his face, and he just didn't budge. He was, and the lady in front had the seat fully reclined.
You did it the wrong way. You were facing the wrong way. You got to have your ass right in his face. your butt cheek smear across his face. You go a little ass out technique. Just slide it right over him. Like, send him a message, man.
Yeah. Wasn't there like 2 feet of snow in Denver not too long ago?
If there was, it was right before we got there. There was nothing when we got here.
It comes and goes fast. So here's we're giving away all your stuff, JC, by the way. That's just a thing we decided. So
I got some bills. I got some bills if you want to.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we can ditch those. We're giving away some sales boost tickets here. The first one we're going to give away is to whoever drops the best emoji sequence. There's no rules. You can drop multiple sequences. Jeremy just said poop emoji on him if he don't move. I think I'm digging that now. I like the context. A good one there, Jeremy. But what a jackass on the airplane. That is the downside to a window seat, though. That is the downside to a window seat. I try to go.
Somebody's got a chart in there for a little spreadsheet action or something. That's pretty good idea.
Yeah, Patrick's hitting home with that one. I like that.
Oh, very good. Good. Damon, sales boost is not the word on this live. Sequence.
Just gotta keep mixing it up. So those tuning in that haven't caught the gist already, the way to win is the best emoji sequence you can drop. And I don't have a scoring system for you. I don't have a way I'm going to pick it. Just the best one is the one I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick it after the first commercial break that we do. Before we hit the commercial break, Sean I know right now is probably like the craziest, busiest time in the recruiting world. And I'm going to tee you up on this. We don't have all the time in the world to talk about it. We've talked about it on a couple shows where like January and February is the best time to recruit. And then like March is okay. And it gets worse and worse. So if you're out there and you ain't recruiting, you sure as hell ought to be recruiting. But one thing that I'm seeing in the labor market and hearing in the labor market is it's easing up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's getting harder to find clients. And so I remember when we first started on this recruiting thing, like it wasn't that hard to find applicants, but there was another reason why a recruiting service was super useful. And I remember getting teed off on by a gal that you had found 300 some applications for. And I feel like we're probably not back to that level of application flow yet. But I'm curious your take as the labor market eases off. I feel like the reason to hire a recruiting service changes a little bit, but the need to hire one doesn't at all.
Right.
So hit us with a little bit of what you see in the labor market from a easing off, and then just how Hire Lead Chill helps people like out of those 350 applications. How the hell do you find the right people?
Well, you're right. We're not quite up to. I remember not using the word booster sponsor. You didn't have to booster sponsor anything when we started this. I never even mentioned that stuff. You can get that much application flow, but it's not anywhere near that yet. But it is loosening up. So I'm starting to hear, hey, man, we'll sign up, but I just put a free thing up there. I'm getting some applications in, and we're getting actually quite a few in, so let me look at it. So I've got 2 people that have told me that, and I said, absolutely, just call me if you need anything, And they called me back in 2 weeks and go, nobody showed up. And then this one guy I hired, he sucks already. And so the problem starts to begin when, how do you screen them? You always need to figure out how to screen them, what process you need to go through to do that. And I think, there's still a lot to be said about you need to get them from A to the interview table as quickly as possible. And if you're doing 10,000 other things and you're getting really pumped up for your season here and you're really cranking it away and it's starting to move, you don't have time to move people very quickly through a spectrum of recruiting. And so we do. And that's where we help the best, I think, is to just get these people qualified. By the time they see your job ad, literally go through an online application, which scores them to give us a pass or fail, basically, as far as if they're worth our time interviewing. All that happens within less than 5 minutes, and they schedule an interview. Now, if you can do that on getting 100 applications, you're probably not too busy doing anything else out there. And we do it for a few $100. I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal.
I know what we do because I talk to you every single week, but now because I have my own separate bookkeeping business and they're isolated, I don't know if that's the right word, but they're separate entities. I signed up. I need another account manager. Let's get things going. And what I think was I knew this is what we did, and so maybe I wasn't surprised by it. I was just like, oh yeah, thank God we do this. Just the labor market research and where to post it. And what the key, like the writing of the job ads and the keywords so that it actually gets in front of people. Nikki and I were talking today. Nikki works for us in Hire Lead Chill. She's my account manager. And she's like, hey, so we got this stuff going on Indeed, and this is what's coming through. And how aggressive do you want to get? And so we're talking through the trade-offs. And because I'm hiring an account manager, like that is a role that ZipRecruiter can do a little bit better on sometimes, right? And so we're talking through the trade-offs and how that works versus how Indeed works and where do we want to post. So like, I have a guide. I have a tour guide of job posting, where it should go, what the keywords are. And like the minute I signed up, like that job ad was written and it doesn't sound like a damn job description. It sounds like a place you would want to go work because it's an ad and it's sexy and it sounds great. And it's hitting the keywords of what people are searching for. Indeed tried to like write me an ad. And sure, I got a bunch of applicants. It wasn't at all for anything that I wanted at all. And it was basically like, okay, I didn't even realize they were going to post it. I was just trying to set up the damn Indeed account so that Nikki could get in and start doing her thing. Yeah. I didn't realize when you set it up, they're like, hey, and this is this. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Just set it up. And they freaking just like, here's some bunch of applications. And I was like, no, they sent me 20 to plus or minus. I minused all of them and they still posted the job ad and were sending me a bunch of shit. And I was just like, Nikki, help. Like, they're stupid and I don't know what to do about it. And like fixed.
There's a couple cool things with that real quick, because I know we're coming up on a half hour here, but one is that AI is really great. I like AI. I love AI. I know you're kind of resistant towards it, but
I like it. I like it the way you use it. I'm scared about it for the sake of our planet. I think we're all doomed. But right now,
long term, right. The thing is, I don't want people thinking you can just use AI to write your job ad and job title, because you can, and that's fine, and it'll sound sexy and everything. But if you don't research the labor market, I promise you that AI, at least today, does not know Indeed's algorithms, when they change, when their guidelines change. And I can assure you, doing this for 20 freaking years, Indeed stuff changes all the time. Okay. You will be flagged if you just rely on AI to do your job title and job description. And all these sexy job titles, there's a place for them, but you still have to have the right thing. It still is, what are these job candidates typing in? That's the algorithm. And AI will give you some keywords you can use, but you can research it directly on Indeed, and Indeed tells you this is the data on this job board on what you should do, because that's what they're looking for. And then the other thing is, as far as Nikki and our account managers, she's not just like a customer service rep making $12 an hour that makes you feel warm and fuzzy when something's not real good in your life. Okay. What she has done is she's operated one of our businesses for like 5 years. When she sold, she hired, customer service, scheduled, recruited, all those things, man. So she knows what she's doing. And one last thing I will say, we went through Angela's VA stuff rather quickly, and I can tell you, I've got somebody hired with through Angela as a VA that's done phenomenal. And Angela and I have talked about doing something soon about when is it the right time to hire an admin, and should it be a VA or should it be an admin W-2 in your office type of person? And there's something to be, talked about. There's a story about that, and I think there's a right way, a wrong way. And it depends on your company and your vision, but at least we can talk about it, because that's new.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be fun. That'll be good stuff. We got a bunch of emojis in here. If you're just tuning in and you're interested in a free ticket to Sales Boost, we might give away some more yet, but this first one we're going to give away right when we get back from a commercial break here is going to go to the best sequence of emojis. Use your creativity. There's a bunch out there already. There are some on the feed here that just say Facebook user. If you're on Facebook, there's probably a thing you can click somewhere on this live feed that allows StreamYard to see who you are. And we kind of need to see who you are so that we know who you are. So if you want a ticket.
I don't know about Nikki, but Nicole, a rock star, and has edged me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know about Nikki, but Nicole's a rock star. That'd be one and the same person. Doug, Nikki is short for Nicole. Maybe not out in Pennsylvania. Maybe they abbreviate it differently in Pennsylvania. But yeah, one and the same. The Nikki and or Nicole. Maybe does she go by Nicole professionally, Sean? I just call her Nikki because that's how I
don't know. She's always just giggling and solving problems. That's what she does all day long. She giggles and solves problems.
Sounds about right. Somebody says, "What if you bought already?" Then you for sure are going. So you're like,
you can get another one to bring somebody with you.
Absolutely.
I dig it. Somebody says, how do you do StreamYard? I don't even know. I just click the button and go live. But somewhere, I think it's in the Facebook post somewhere. Isn't there a thing that says if you want to allow StreamYard to say who you are, you click a
There's a link or something you can post on there and just click on it, and I don't know what happens.
Yeah. Just does it. I don't know how.
I got this VA from Angela's company that does it for me, so I don't have to worry about it.
We're all like, we don't know.
I don't know. Angela's company handles it. Her VA handles it. I don't know.
Let's do this. Let's hit a little commercial break. Jai, play us out. We'll hit a little commercial break here. We'll be back with a little more home service happy hour right here on Turf Sub Radio. And we're going to pick a winner from this emoji sequence. Keep the emojis coming. Drop some more emojis. We ain't picked one yet. I'm going to start scrolling through them and make my pick. And then we'll try to give away some more tickets later. We'll be right back.
from darkness. For over 20 years, Cast Lighting has designed and manufactured the world's most durable, energy-efficient, and technically advanced landscape lighting products available at astonishingly affordable prices. Cast offers an all-encompassing line of products with everything you need to get the job done. Cast Landscape, their most durable product, is best-in-class, low-voltage landscape lighting made of solid bronze with integrated and drop-in LED technology. These fixtures are built to endure the most demanding environments. Source Lighting, a new division by Cast, is your source for professional grand landscape lighting made of durable brass, offering both integrated and drop-in LED technology, and backed by Cast, the world's most durable outdoor lighting. Cast Lighting gives you innovative, state-of-the-art, old-world craftsmanship with tomorrow's technology. Visit their website at cast-lighting.com today. That's cast-lighting.com.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, no one rocks like Turf's Up Radio. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Crest is North America's only lineup of battery-powered OPE that meets the needs of professional landscapers. Right now with Crest, you can save up to $2,000 per crew per year, supported by the revolutionary 8-minute cyber system. Crest equipment provides the same power and performance as their gas-powered counterparts, and Crest-made 60-volt CyberPack batteries charge in 8 minutes or less. Professional landscapers can finally make the switch to battery without sacrificing performance, power, or runtime. For more information or to find a dealer near you, visit Crest.com. Typical savings for a full-time landscaping crew of 3 users operating handheld power tools for 180 days per year. Having issues with your maintenance schedule? Want better routing and ability to track your vehicles when they leave the shop? Do you want to reduce your liability exposure with your vehicles that are moving billboards on the road? GPS Fleet Consulting uses cloud-based dashcam monitoring and can easily track your vehicle maintenance using real odometer readings. GPS Fleet Consulting can also assist you with live phone support and email support with guaranteed same-day responses. Yes, same-day responses. Stop wondering where your trucks are and start managing your fleet with GPS Fleet Management Systems. For more information, visit gpsfleetconsulting.com. That's gpsfleetconsulting.com.
What up? We live. It's time to dance. I've been slamming the emojis here, checking them out. Yeah, I got some nice ones. I got some that I like. I see Sean dropped a StreamYard thing so your user shows up. I see Angela messaged me and said, "Hey, cheap ass, upgrade your StreamYard so people don't need to opt in."
Was that Dumas?
I haven't upgraded mine either. And so, yeah, today JC's like, what? You can't even see who the people are. I'm like, whoopsies.
I mean, this is just the thing that is like, nobody would be surprised by me being cheap. They'd just be like, oh yeah, it's Dan, the Busch Light cheap ass. That's that guy. Yeah, of course. All right, so we got a sales boost ticket to give away right now. There's been a pile of emojis coming in. Appreciate you guys for dropping all the emojis. That was a really fun way to give away a ticket. Don't be sad if you don't win this one, because we're going to give away another one yet. And then Angela or Sean or you can decide how we give it away. It doesn't need to be emojis. I'm going to go. I'm scrolling back through, and there were a couple that were submitted that I thought told a good story. Dallas Roach had one where, let me see if I can even put it on the screen here. Dallas had one that went burger, weightlifting, then tears, and then another burger, and then sleep. And I thought that was pretty funny. That sequence made me laugh. There's this sequence that was the longest one, but I was like trying to figure out if there was a story here or if they just got really happy with their thumbs and just went to town on it. Damon had one, and I think the story here is you spend a bunch of money. He's got the face with the money coming out, and then you cover your eyes and go, oh no! And then you open your eyes, but you cover your ears because you're not sure you're quite ready, and then you go, oh my God! And then you're 100, then you drink some beers, and then what's the last thing there? I can't tell what the last... Oh, then you're on an island. Then you're on an island is the last thing. Damon, I really like that one.
That is a good story.
I don't know if that was the story he was going for, but I was looking for like a storyline in him, and I really thought that one was good. But as I scrolled back, I found this one. This was Dallas Roach I saw. He said, this is what it takes to win. You sleep, then you get up, you got the coffee, then you take off and you rock it, you explode, and you go, oh, shit. And then you celebrate, and you get a trophy. And so that, my friends, is the winning emoji sequence.
Woo-hoo!
Dallas Roach wins
Nice.
it. A really close second to Damon Moore. Damon, this one's good. You got the money.
I really like that story. I really like that. And the only thing that Dallas
is a story that I told. I don't know if this was a story he was telling. I tend to tell a lot of stories, so that was the story I told. I don't know if that is exactly what he meant, but I like that one. Sorry, Angela, I got excited and I cut you off.
No, I like that. I did like that second story. The only thing Dallas's was missing was when you celebrate the win, then after the cup of the win, there should have been beer too.
Could have been beer. I'm not saying he got it perfect, but I like that he brought it back to like, here's how running a small business goes. And I thought, and Damon had the same vibe, and I like that he ended with a beer in an island.
I'm not in the competition, but I did something anyway.
Oh,
what'd you do?
Cross my fingers, lucky, praying, that type of thing.
Oh.
With that angle for the Irishman.
who knows?
I like it. All right, Dallas Roach gets a ticket, and if there's an honorable mention ticket left, Damon Moore gets it. I got another plot epiphany for you guys. I got a plot epiphany. So this is a thing. I'm talking to so many more business owners that are pushing $1 million and getting close. And so they've gotten through what I call like purgatory number one and I talk to a lot of folks that are still starting out and trying to like figure out how and when to get off the truck and when to hire an admin person versus a technician. That's a super fun / frustrating spot in your business. But once you get through it, you're like, yeah, I can do anything. And then there's another purgatory that's not as much fun, which is usually around like the 600,000-ish range, where you're like, I need somebody to help manage the people in the field, and then I'm in the office full time, and maybe I got like a full-time office person, but I still have control of everything. And there's some things that can go sideways there. But the one that's probably like the stickiest, and I think, and JC and I talked about this pretty recently when he was on, and you'll generally hear this from pretty much anybody in any of our spaces that hits this level, is $1 million sucks. Everybody wants to be there, and everybody that gets there is like, ugh, like this isn't what I thought. It sounds like such a cool number. Why does it suck so much? And so I was talking to somebody today in one of my demos, and they're kind of bumping up against that level. And they tried a person, and this person didn't work. And so and frankly, like, I'm talking about this because this is a level I've gotten stuck at multiple times as well. Sean and I used to run some cleaning companies together. This is a level we would constantly get stuck at. My last bookkeeping business that I had got stuck at this level. And it's a very sticky spot because it's the spot where we have to try to replicate ourselves. And that's really hard to do, especially when you're a weirdo like me. The plot epiphany that I ran into is, and there's like a analogy that I have found with this, and I don't think I found the right one, but it's just a realization. It's a epiphany that I had. But damn, is it hard to find somebody that can grow our business, right? Like, there's a reason. If you're watching this, and listening to this, you're probably a small business owner. And if you're a small business owner, you're a small business owner because you have a weird innate ability to grow a thing. Growing a business is really hard, and different people do it different ways. And you can't just be like, here you go, employees, here's how to grow our business, right? Like, there's certain things you can do from a marketing standpoint, from a sales standpoint. And I know what they are, but every time we've gotten a business to that point and then we've turned around and started working on something else, the business stops growing. Even though we have the systems and processes and we know what to do to grow a business, the minute we as a leader turn around and start focusing on something else and stop focusing on growing the business stops growing. Yep. And it's just super, super weird. And I see it over and over and over again. My shitty analogy, my plot epiphany, I was thinking about like outdoorsy stuff, and there's certain things that trigger your mind. I'm gonna figure out how to like say this so I don't make it too confusing. But there's things where it's like if you said, "Hey, what is this thing called?" I wouldn't be able to regurgitate it. I'd be like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what the word is for that." Right? Like maybe this is just a me thing, but it's like my brain doesn't remember exactly what that word is, but I know exactly what you're talking about. One that comes to mind is there's a vine-like plant that grows in the South, and I've seen it in Kentucky, and it just like covers everything. Like, you know it when you see it. You will never forget it. Like, you could walk through it and you would disappear, but I can never remember what that word is. But if you said that word, I could tell you what it is, right? It's like the connection of your business. And I was thinking about that today because I was like, man, I can tell you how to grow a business. Like when I do my CFO work, I can tell you exactly how to grow a business, but I can't tell you how to like teach somebody else how to grow it, which is just feels so weird when I think about it. It's like, well, if I could tell you what to do, Mr. Business Owner, Mrs. Business Owner, I sure as hell ought to be able to teach somebody else how to do it. But time and time again, it just seems like people either have the knack to grow a business or they don't. And when we as the business owner grew the thing and then we leave it or stop paying attention to it because we have shiny object syndrome, we start working on something else, like it stops growing, even though we have the systems and processes, and even though we know how to grow it, and even though we told the people what to do, like something happens. That's my plot epiphany. And I don't know what it is. And I know that's a weird correlation between naming plants that grow funny. That was just like a thing I thought of. It's like, I can't remember what the hell that word is. If you're listening and you're like, yeah, Dan, I know exactly this plant that's in the South that like it would cover the forest. And all you would see is just this blanket of this plant. If you know what I'm talking about, throw the word in and I'll be like, that's the fucking word. I knew it. Right. I can't remember the word, but I know it. But if you told me the word, I'd be like, I know what that is.
You're going to take it to a sales boost if you get the word. Hurry.
Yeah, drop it.
A research.
Yeah. Is that am I onto something? It feels like a little bit of common sense, but like, man, it's just so to a T.
It doesn't feel like common sense because I think unless like you've seen it in working with so many business owners, you feel like you get to this place and you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to.
Hold on. It's this one. It's kudzu. That's the one.
What is that?
Who is it?
Doug Brown chiming in. I should have known. I should have just asked Doug. Like, why did I even throw it to everybody?
Right.
Doug would know. Doug, they probably don't have kudzu in Pennsylvania, do they? I don't think they do. I encountered it in Kentucky, so not that far south of Pennsylvania. But damn, it's like somebody put a green blanket over the woods. And you're like, man, if you could get through that, nobody would ever find you in there. It's like a big fort of kudzu. Apparently the deer like it. Apparently deer like to eat kudzu. I don't know how you'd shoot one in there. Can't see 2 inches into it, but is what it is. Kudzu. Again, if you just said kudzu, I would know exactly what you're talking about. But 2 seconds from now, I'm going to forget what that. The only reason I know what it is now is because I have to keep looking at that word. But it's like just one of those words that your brain doesn't recognize, just like trying to teach somebody else how to grow a business. Anyway, sorry, Angela. I did that thing where I totally cut you off because I got excited.
No, it's all good. But we replace ourselves in the business like we think we're supposed to, right? We get to a level, we teach everyone to do the things that we're doing. And I think what happens is you've been in that purgatory. You've been in the grind. You are grinding to get to the million. You are grinding to get there and you are in the suck. And now you've got the systems and you gave it to people. And you are either like, I want to take a breath, or like you said, chase this shiny object because that's what we do. We're squirrels and we're like, want to chase something that feels good again. And somehow at a million, like we're hit a million and no one told us what the next goal is. So I don't know what feels good in this. This doesn't feel like winning right now. So I'm going to go chase another win. And I think that's it doesn't seem like common sense, but as entrepreneurs, like we have an adrenaline addiction. I talk about that. And we chase that adrenaline. And a lot of times when you're then get to that million mark, you don't know what the next adrenaline thing is. So you go off and chase another squirrel. And just like you said, you don't know why, like people don't associate like why it all falls apart. Your main job as the visionary is to cast the vision. And the moment you take your hand off that heartbeat, it's going to fall apart. I don't care what the processes you built are, what the thing, like if you are not beating the heart of your business and casting that vision for everybody, you don't have to be part of the process and the SOPs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have people in place that are defending your P&L, that are doing the office work that you trust. But if you take your hand off of casting that vision and the heartbeat, it will fall apart in a minute.
One interesting, to exactly that point, then we'll do one more commercial break and then we'll give another ticket away. How about that? But now Sean and Angela, you guys got to figure out how you, this one's on you guys. You can think about how you might give a ticket away. But I remember reading Good to Great. And when I was reading Good to Great, I'm just like, man, this book is not timeless. Like there's so many things they referenced in here. Like that company failed massively. But like I don't think the lesson was lost. I think to your point, Angela, like they went from good to great because at some point they had the right leader that could cast the vision. And when that leader either retired or left or whatever the case was, like it was a case study at a point in time. Like it wasn't just like these companies will be great forever. The thing that made them great was that leader casting that vision, getting everybody to follow it and work in continuity. And the minute the leadership changed and the culture changed, some of those businesses, I mean, like, I don't remember if they mentioned it, but like you think about the Blockbusters of the world, right? There's been some super powerful businesses that just absolutely fell apart. I mean, like hilariously fell apart, right? And it's a cultural thing and it's a change thing. And it's just people being addicted to the way things are instead of the way things are going. But man, I think to a T, like you said, it's hard when you're at $1 million to be like, what's next? Like you kind of feel like you made it. And I actually have Brian Cohen is coming on my show in a month or two. He's in the M&A space and he generally only works with businesses doing 3, 4, 5 million or more. And we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that because a lot of my audience is hitting that $1 million level. And if you want an exit, the time to exit is not at $1 million. Like you're just not going to get what you think you're going to get. Your business isn't that valuable because it's still, even at that level, it's really not a business yet. It's still 100% dependent on you. It really, when it hits 3 to 5 million, it's a true business and it can run and there's leadership in place and all that and the systems and processes. And I talked to him yesterday about it and he's just like, we wouldn't entertain being in a deal with like helping somebody try to sell their business that wasn't at the point where like it was really a business. And that was like, I knew that, but at the same time, it was interesting to hear him say it because he's just like, no, we just wouldn't even, there's just nothing there. And like, I know that from buying and selling businesses, but it was interesting to hear his viewpoint on it. So I'm gonna have him on the show. I think it'll motivate a lot of us to be like, oh, like I got to get this thing. I got to go after it. If an exit is the thing that I'm seeking. Anyway, let's hit a little quick commercial break here. Jai, play us out and we'll come back and wrap this puppy up and maybe give another ticket away. We'll see. So Angela and Sean, you guys got to decide. How are you going to give a ticket away? Maybe you can come up with another stupid word like kudzu. I think Jai's playing the music, but he's on mute. I knew it. I knew he was playing the music and he was on mute. It's so much more fun when I'm not the only one that screws up my audio stuff. I like all right. We'll be back with a little more home service happy on Turf Stuff Radio. See you in a minute.
True Fuel is a high-octane fuel precision-engineered for your 2- and 4-cycle equipment. They use the most advanced synthetic lubricants and stabilizers in an ethanol-free fuel, improving performance, protecting your equipment, and saving you time. That means easier startups, smoother idling, and quicker trigger response, plus extended life for all of your equipment. True Fuel is ready to use and easy to store, helping your operations be more efficient and reducing maintenance costs. We at Turfs Up use True Fuel because we know it works and we know it's the best option. Check out TrueFuel50.com to learn more. That's TrueFuel50.com.
You're listening to Turfs Up Radio, the only radio station of its kind dedicated to the green industry. Now you can even ask Alexa to tune you in when you're home.
Our outdoor outdated spreadsheets and whiteboard scheduling costing you jobs? Or is a lack of consistency between crews causing your bids to differ from job to job? Or worse, delaying critical invoices and payments? Crew Control offers all-in-one business management solutions fit for every trade. From bidding and scheduling to invoicing and integrating payments, Crew Control provides real-time visibility into your crew's efficiency, whether you're in the field, in the office, or even on vacation. Manage your crews more effectively and improve business performance with Crew Control. Start your free trial today at crewcontrol.com.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, here's to all the women in the green industry. Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
I like that Jai can mix it up and play some different tunes. So I was just dancing differently for the less rocking one. What's up, business nerds? We got a little time to close out here. We got to give another sales boost ticket away. I'm gonna let Angela and Sean decide who the next one is here. You guys can go back to the emojis. You can just pick somebody because you like them. We can be as biased as we want to be. Well, I can be. It's Angela's event, so it needs to be fair.
I said we could each, Sean and I could each pick one. I am curious. Did you already update the sales boost the StreamYard? Because I now have the button stream to your audience.
Oh yeah, me too. Goofy.
Huh?
Johnny, what's going on?
I
man?
did that.
All right.
I did that. Sorry.
No worries. We got 4 minutes. We can handle it.
Dude, look at that.
I did that.
Good job.
I did that, man. I love it.
Thank you.
Who do you want to go first, Angela? You or me?
I'm gonna make some more while we do our last segment. I'll pick it at the end. You pick yours right now.
Right.
I'm gonna make a game of mine and pick it right before we sign off. So you pick yours right now.
I'm gonna do it based on seeing this person every single time. Probably the first person to show up to all of our shows practically, and that's Doug Brown. Plus, I mean, I was like going between 3 different ones, but when he came up with the plant, I mean, that's a done deal, you know, the Kudzu or whatever the hell it is.
Kudzu.
Doug Brown.
Doug Brown.
Who wants one? I want one. Ellie. Ellie wants a ticket. I need it. Maybe tell us why you're excited about Sales Boost, why you want to go to Sales Boost. We know that it'll be amazing for your business. We would love to see you there. We know it's going to be awesome. Doug can't go.
Ha! What a loser.
Pick another.
Just kidding. You the man, Doug.
Sean can pick one out of the game too. As we do the last segment, tell us why you want to go to Sales Boost.
I do like that. Drop it in the feed. Drop it in the feed.
I'm going to say, like, my main thing about events, I tell this over and over. Dan's probably so sick of the Dan story, but I met Dan at an event. Dan came to an event I was doing in Omaha, Nebraska. And I met Dan, got on his show right here one time.
And then a bunch more times.
And then he was stuck with me, and it led to me speaking at all kinds of events. Me being on Dan's show led to me speaking at Clippa in Las Vegas, and me meeting JC, and the whole rest of the life, and blowing up my business, and like my whole life. That was a year and a half ago at an event, and pretty much all the speakers at Sales Boost, all of our friends I met at events in the last year and a half. So
I do think it's interesting. Ben Smith, my good buddy, was like asking me this the other day. He's like, you know, and Ben's like one of my best buddies. He had asked me and I didn't have a good answer. He's like, who did you hang out with before me? I was like, my in-laws. Like, I just like business owners. It's really hard for us to hang out with people that aren't business owners and don't understand it, because you're just like, I really just kind of like want to talk about my business and or like have a conversation about like the way we live our lives and the things we're thinking about, whatever, and parenting and all that stuff. But it feels very different when you're trying to mix it with operating a business, whatever the case is. So I tend to find like most of my best relationships are friends of mine that own businesses. And the detriment to that is the fact that we all live in different places. So we don't get to see everybody all the time. And so like for me, going to conventions is one of the best parts about it is just like seeing all my favorite people, because we get to do this and this is cool, but it's not the same as sitting down and having a bush light together. And I prefer doing the bush light. I
had somebody on my podcast Tuesday, a couple days ago. Yesterday? Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Patty Danucci. And she's a TEDx speaker. And she's just, she's real experienced. But her main thing, and she's got books and she speaks on this around the country, is communication. And I said, I want you on because I've got people that it's convention season, and I want you to explain what you can intentionally do and plan for. And if you're an introvert, if you're an extrovert, how do you manage to first get there and really want to go if you're one of those that are kind of shy about it or whatever. And if you go back and look through that, you will want to go to Sales Boost from listening to her, and she will give you specifics on how you can start a conversation, how you can act if you're at a table of 15 people versus one-on-one. She was quite amazing, and she was on just yesterday, and it's very specific to Sales Boost. And any other conventions you might be going to this year. It was really, I got a lot of good feedback from
it. That's awesome.
Badass. I do think, now when I go to a convention, I'm usually there to speak and just BS with people, right? But I do think there's an art to attending a convention and getting as much out of it as possible. You get so much thrown at you. I think there's some actionable things that you can take away and implement for sure. Equally important is the relationships. Take the relationships away, because you are not going to be able to capture all the things that you went there and intended and heard and thought you were going to write it down and do it later. What's going to help you the most is the relationships and the people that told you the thing that you meant to write down. Like, they're going to be around and you're going to ask them later and you'll be like, hey, there was a thing that you said when we were there. And they're going to be like, yeah, it was this. And then you're going to be like, oh shit, yeah, I need to do that. And then because you have a relationship with them, they'll be like, hey, let me help you. Right? Let me guide you through that thing and kind of what I screwed up and whatever else is. So there's a ton of content. There's so many awesome speakers at Sales Boost. And I guarantee you will not be able to take all the notes in the world that you want to. Like, try to be efficient with it. Try to be able to implement stuff, take notes, but spend some time building those relationships. Because
there's two things, man, real quick about it too. One is if you're somebody that's never been to a convention or a Sales Boost type of an event, and you think they're not going to get me. I'm like this, where I'm at with my business right now is just goofy. And I'm just kind of like that $500,000 mark or something like that. Anybody there will be able to identify with you. You will be able to identify with them. It's very much, we are the same people, and there are people that are going to help you. That's one. The second thing I'll say is, whatever it costs you to get to Sales Boost, I will bet a lot of money, a lot of Dan's money, that if you go, whatever it costs you, you will get more than 10 times return on your investment almost immediately, because it's about sales and marketing. And
I just want to clarify one thing, that if you're betting my money, it's actually Marty's money. Marty makes it. So I'll let her know that Sean's betting all of her money. She won't have a problem with it. I give her money away all the time. It's fine. But I just want to clear that up so that people understand whose money it is that Sean's putting on the line. It's my wife's money. It's not mine.
Bam.
She just walked in the door.
No, it wasn't Sean.
There's no way she could have heard. I have these headphones on. How did she know? She literally just like walked.
That got me too, Sean.
I thought I was in trouble. I was like,
laughing here.
It's that intuition, man. They got it. They nail it, and it's gold. That intuition.
So I agree with all that. I agree with all you said, and everyone there will be able to relate with you. And we really created this experience. All conferences and conventions are great and you can meet people, but we really tried to create it around those relationships, to create this immersive environment that isn't like there's speakers And then everybody's off and you don't know where they went. And there's like different rooms and different things for people and everyone's on their own for meals. And so don't think, because I thought that in the beginning, like you'd come and I'm like, I don't know who to have dinner with or who to go have a beer with because I don't know anyone yet. Like everything is together. So you come for a welcome reception, everyone is there having the bush lights together. We have breakfast and lunch all there together and happy hour every day, all there together. So everyone, the speakers, the vendors, everybody is in this environment together. So you don't have to, you can be by yourself and everyone will welcome you in. You don't have to go find people. It's meant to make relationships.
Oh yeah. All right. You guys want to give a ticket away? You guys want to dish out a ticket?
Oh man.
Oh man.
I haven't thought about it now. Ellie Mason. She mentioned the word Irish.
She's she's in.
That's all I need, man.
I'm going to give this one that says, Jai, you're going to have to help me put it up. I would love to go to become the business owner I know I can be and learn from like people.
Love it.
Who is that?
Patrick Wigington. Wigington. Now I added an extra G. Sorry, Patrick. I got a little carried away with the two.
I was like, I can't see it. I can't pull it up on my phone either. So
I just dropped another G in there. I dig it. Angela, since I'm going to put you in the spot, can I give one ticket away tonight during my show tonight?
Yes, you can give one ticket away. Okay,
Sweet.
You can. So all of you that want a ticket, you need to message me. I'll send you the hotel link. You need to book your hotel room. We're giving you a ticket, and then you got to book your hotel room. And the hotel room is
a block of rooms, right? You guys have a room block?
Block of rooms, yep. And we are filling those up, and they are going away. So you're going to message me on Messenger. I'm going to send you the hotel block link. I'll send it to you again, Dan, so you can send it to your winner tonight. You just need to book your hotel room, and we'll send you all the information.
Booyah. If you didn't win, I'm live tonight. Who do I got on tonight? I was looking at it earlier, and then I got carried away. Let me pull up. Let me check the sketch. We got a show tonight, 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern. I got Frank Disher from the Deep End coming on. We're talking the pool biz. But I'm gonna give a sales boost ticket away while I'm hanging out with Frank. So if if you're not interested in the pool business, that doesn't matter. Frank is super freaking fun and entertaining. So you're gonna have fun hanging out with Frank tonight. So check out tonight. If you didn't win a ticket now, don't worry about it. In like 4 hours, I'm gonna be back here talking at you again, hanging out with Frank Disher. So come and join us, and I'll give away a ticket tonight. I'll think of something in the meantime. I don't know if I'm gonna do emojis again. I might do best quote. I might do stupidest thing you heard today. We'll see. I got all kinds of stupid ideas for giving away a ticket. All right, Sean, you want to reach out to Ellie?
Yeah, Ellie, I got you, man.
You got Patrick. I got to hit up Dallas Roach. We'll see y'all at Sales Boost in a couple short weeks here. Until then, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn yourself some pride. Jai, play us out.
Mute Jai. Jai, mute.
I can't get any lower. Can't get any lower.
Whose show is it?
I'm stuck down here now. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Turn back up.
Okay. I'm back. All right. We'll see y'all. That was really stupid. That was right on character. Perfect.
I
See y'all.
love it.